the Olight Oclip. Let's check it out. Light, it's your #1 security tool, and having good lighting is very important. It shows the way, it allows you to read, it gives you a security presence, and it can also be used in an emergency. Today we're going to look at something that's pretty unique, and this is the Oclip from Olight. It's a very different type flashlight, but there's something about this light that I just love, and we're going to take a good look at it. But one of the things about it, it has 4 modes of white light. It gets up to 300 lumens. And then we can double click and it goes to red for night vision, or to preserve your night vision. There's also a lot of other features with this, and we're going to look at some of the options, some of the reasons why I think the Oclip is just a great little item to have. Olight does have a lifetime warranty. We've done 1,000 torture tests on their different lights, and they just hold up very well. Now you get a 10% discount using Sootch00 with the link down below in the description. And we really appreciate Olight for sending the Oclip for this review. What is an Oclip and why do you need one? Well, this is a very small, versatile, compact light, and there are some really cool features that just make this a great everyday light. One of the things about this light is obviously the clip, and there's the name. You have this small little clip that pops up, you can attach it. It's about 14 millimeters in distance. Inside there you have a rubberized coating here, a little bumper, and you have one on the other side, so it's going to protect anything that's on here. One of the things too about this clip, it's been tested at 10,000 closes and openings, and so it's very strong. The spring is just excellent, and it does kind of come out to an angle. It makes it really easy just to grab and to pull up. Now this light in itself is about 300 lumens. We're going to look at all the different lumen modes on it, and it produces 1,300 candela. It's 1.9 inches in length, it's 0.83 inches in height, and it's just tiny. And the weight, just over an ounce at 1.009 ounces. Now to get to the lumen settings, there's a button here on the side, and then you have a charging port on this side. It uses the USB-C charging. We're going to look at that in a second. But it is rechargeable, and it'll last for a long time, guys. We've used these batteries a ton. Now, one thing too about the Olights are that we have done a ton of torture tests on the lights, as far as impact test, drop test, submersion test. This one is IPX5, which means it'll take low pressure water directly at the light, but it's really not submersible. So we're not necessarily going to test it. But most of Olights are IPX8. Which means they're fully submersible. Now, first thing we're going to do is we have our little mode switch right here. So we're just going to press and hold. That gives us our moonlight setting, and it's about 1.5 lumens. Press and hold, we're going to go up to 10 lumens. Press and hold, 100 lumens. Press and hold, 300 lumens. So it gets a lot of light for this really small little package. We're going to test it outside, and I'm going to show you and just see how much light it does put out. It's a pretty much diffuse beam, which that's what it needs to be. Now if you double click, it turns with the red. The red is 4 lumens. It's great for saving your night vision, and it just makes it a really low light type light. But it still gets light out there. And then you can click again and you go to the beacon setting, or the SOS. This is great to be able to attach on the back of your shirt if you're walking, or if you're riding a bike at night, or if you just want to be seen. You have that beacon mode. Now if you triple click, and I'm going to give you a strobe alert, and so you do have a ton of features with this really small light. 2023 OFAN Day, there were 300 limited edition Oclips in solid brass that were given out. These are highly collectible. In fact, there was one that sold for over $800. There are some Olight fans out there. I mean, they're crazy fans. And this one I'm keeping because I just love it. It's absolutely beautiful. It has O Fan Day on the side. But I just wanted to bring this one out. This is one you will not find very cheap anyway, but great little lights. Now for recharging, just pull open your boot. Again, C-type. Plug it in, and then plug this into any USB. And these lights charge, they take multiple charges. And it really charges pretty quickly. Now it's got a hard anodized finish, it's very strong. You have your blue bezel that's really typical for your Olights. And of course, Olight right across the top. Here on the back, you do have Oclip and the serial number. One thing about these lights, guys, we've done tons of torture tests with them. I'm not going to torture test this one because I know it'll hold up. But impact test, drop test, submersion test again is something that we just don't do because it's IPX5. But Olight does have now a limited lifetime warranty on their lights, and so that gives you a lot of confidence as well. And the beam distance is 70 meters or 230 feet. Okay, here we have 1.5 lumens. This is your moonlight setting, and it's great for low light reading. We're going to press again. We're going to go to 10 lumens. Now here on this door, it's only about 15 feet away, but you can see we're getting a decent little hot spot, and yet we're getting a little bit of flood around it, but it's not too intense. Going to the next, this is 100. So you're getting a good amount of light. Again, this is only 15 feet. And then we're going to go again, and now we have the 300 lumens. And this is a nice bright lumen. This gives you a decent amount of light. It brightens up that area. There is some spill around it, but mainly that hot spot. Right here it's 15 feet. It's probably about 6 feet across. Now we're going to go to the red setting, so we just double click, and now we have red. Now, one of the things about red, it's only 5 lumens, so you're not getting a lot of light out at a distance, but you're going to be able to see this from a distance. So now we're going to go to the SOS feature, so we just press and hold, and then we get that blinking light. This is great. You can see how much it's doing, but this is great for signaling, for emergency, if you need to, for somebody to find you, if you're in a situation where you need some light. Even on the side of the road, you could have this going and at least give somebody a warning. And while this doesn't put out and project a lot of light, you can see it from a good distance. And then press and click off. Now if I had a pocket that I could put this in, which I don't, I can actually put this just at my neck. And then I can turn it on. And I can see. I can use this to be able to see light. Not really a headlamp necessarily. But definitely very useful. And this is at the lowest setting. In fact, we're going to start it out with the low setting. And again, that's 1.5 lumens. It's not giving out a lot of light at a distance. We're going to press and hold, press and hold. You're getting some really good light out there. And that's 300 lumens, and it's bright. It's too bright for the camera. And then if we double click, now we've got our red setting. And so this will preserve your night vision. And again, we can just press and hold, and then we have SOS. Just really versatile. It's crazy versatile. I love it. Any surface that's magnetic, it will attach to it. It makes it really easy. Then again, you can turn that on and be able to have hands-free. So many different ways to clip this on. Of course, you can clip it onto your pants. You can do it on the outside if you just want to have a little bit of extra light. And that way, if you need to see something, you can. And then you can actually just slip it in your pocket because it is so small. And then even on the bill of your cap, you can bring it here. You can see things right here in front of you. Even unusual shapes, it holds right into place. And then with these rubber little feet, it attaches to this metal without slipping off. Now the price on the Oclip is $29.99. You do get a 10% discount using Sootch 00. If you have orders over $49, they're shipped for free in the US. And again, limited lifetime warranty. This light is so versatile with the clip, obviously, and then the magnetic capability where you can attach this to metal surfaces. The number of different modes going into also red and strobe, beacon. It just has so many features to this light. It's one of those great tools for your toolbox. Guys, everyone can use a light. Doesn't matter how old they are, how young they are. It's just great to have light to be able to illuminate the dark. And this little Oclip is something that, again, is very unique, very useful, really comes in handy in different type situations. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Guys, light is your #1 security tool. It's something that you use for security more than any other tool. You know, it gives you light to be able to... But the big thing about this light is that it has this clip. Whoops. Oh, for crying out loud. You can use it for different methods, different things, different scenes, different... This is the opposite of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.